It's important to get out and get some sunshine. So today we're in the yard. I'm not talking to you. You don't talk to me. Oh. So we're just gonna start out on hands and knees and do a little bit of spine and hip warm up. So I'm just gonna think about finding a comfortable place with my wrists below my shoulders, and I'm gonna start to sway my hips from side to side. I like to breathe into the center, out to the side, and I'll start to move that into the upper body, letting my torso twist, dropping that opposite elbow. And finally, if it feels good, let your head twist to the side as well, just trying to push upward with your chin and jawline. And whenever you're ready, come back to center. I'm going to move to the side so you can see the movements for cat and cow. Anyway, love you. Your language.
Well, I also just blamed you. I said I forgot to fold the dishes so I can have.
Fold the dishes.
Yeah, I forgot to fold the dishes.
Love you.
Love you too. That's how you get out of conversation.
Yep, blame it on your mom. Okay, well hopefully you didn't need verbal instructions because you got conversation instead. But the cow is a sway backed cow. And the cat is an arching, hissing cat. When you're done, bring yourself back to center. Give yourself a few shakes. While I'm on hands and knees, I like to pick my feet up while my weight isn't on them. And roll across my ankles. Good. There's some sort of little living thing that needs. Okay. And I wanted to work a little bit on floor routine. So we're going to come all the way down onto our bellies. When you get there, I want you to kind of push your hips and feet out behind you and lengthen your spine. And we're going to start out with Cobra. So arms will be down by my sides, fingers at armpit height. I'm going to lengthen my spine.
Are you recording a video or are you on the phone?
I'm recording a video.
Oh, shit.
I'm going to exhale everything out.
I got that moment caught on camera forever.
Yep. And as I inhale, I'm going to lift my chest, engage my butt, and lift my thighs. And exhale, releasing back down. Maybe that's a good one from the side. So we're here and we're lengthened. Engage the butt. Inhale and lift. As we hold, we're trying to release the shoulders away from the ears. Exhale and soften back to the floor. If you'd like, you can stay doing that one more time. If you want to make it a little more challenging, I'm going to bring my arms all the way up overhead. Same motions in the center of the body. Push the hips down and tighten the butt. As I inhale, I'm going to lift. As I exhale, this time I'm going to swim my arms back, trying to pin my shoulder blades towards the center. Slowly bring the arms back and relax back down. From here, I'm going to come all the way up to hands and knees and then relax back into child's pose. So I'm pushing back through the hips, reaching forward through the shoulders, and lowering.
Make sure to like, hit the subscribe button, click the notification bell. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. You'll notice here you really need to focus on breathing into the back ribs. One more slow breath. And as I inhale, I'll come up. From here, I'm gonna move into down dog. So I've widened my fingers and softened my elbows. I'm gonna turn my toes into the floor. As I exhale, I'm gonna push through all 4 limbs, lifting my hips, and then hinge back. So my hips push back, my head drops down by my arms. Nice slow, long breaths here. This is a very good thing to do to open up the back of the body, but also to stimulate that vagus nerve. Whenever you need a break for your wrists, feel free to come down, but I'm going to continue for the sake of battery. As I exhale, I'm going to draw my right knee in underneath me, and I am hinging forward through the back leg, and then extending that leg out behind me, trying to lift it high. You'll be able to lift the leg a little higher if you bow through the arms and drop the head. As we exhale, we'll bring that leg back, bring our feet back to hip distance apart. Push back into down dog. On the next exhale, I'm going to draw that left knee in towards my chest. And then extend that leg up. And bow down through the upper body. One last breath in. As I exhale, I'll return to the floor and soften, coming down to my knees. If your wrists need a break, feel free to hinge back into child's pose. Turn the palms up, press the back of the hands and wrists into the ground. And we'll slowly come back to a kneeling position. And this next one is really just good for tight, sore hips. So from a kneeling position, I'm going to, feel free to use your hands for support. I'm on a little bit of a tilt, but I'm going to bring that right leg out in front and to the side so that my knees and hips are at 90. From here, I'm going to walk my hands down just underneath my shoulders and then try and lower the chest towards the floor. Your leg will have a tendency to push out to the side, and that's absolutely fine. If you'd like to stretch the outside of the hip a little more, try and pull that knee in towards your shoulder. One more full breath. And we'll come up. And then I'm going to slide that leg out and extending. I'm still leaving the knee a little bit soft. We don't want a tension and a lock there. And then I can just walk my hands down, hinging forward. If I'd like more stretch in the back and bottom of the leg, I can pull the toes up. I'm going to bring my hands back to center, and then I'm going to circle that leg back behind me. And I'm on my toes. From here, I'm going to hinge back through the whole hip socket as I'm pushing back through that foot, trying to lower the front of that open hip towards the ground. You can open up the front of your body by arching the back and lifting through your chest and head. And relax. And back. And we're going to do that same thing. Other side. So that left leg comes out. Comfortable angle through the joints. Big breath in. As I exhale, I'm just going to lean forward through the upper body. If that's a lot already, feel free to get a pillow, a block, stack of books, whatever you've got. If you'd like more, we're just going to bow down through the upper body, bringing the elbows and forearms to the floor. And again, if you'd like, you can tighten that knee in towards your shoulder to change where that stretches through the hip. Last breath here. Push into my palms and come up. Taking the weight off that front leg so I can extend it. Elongating through the spine Exhaling as I fold forward. And I do want to feel that stretch down through the calf, so I'm pulling my toes upward towards my shins. And I'll bring that weight back to my arms. And I'm going to circle that leg back behind me. Exhale and press back through the heel, through the hip. If you'd like to a little bit more arch in your back, you can push down through your hands. One more breath. And then we'll come back to center. That's how I know the world hasn't officially stopped. Trains are still coming by. So just a little bit of a front lunge. I'm not doing this so much to lunge as I am to open up through the side of the body. So as I'm in this position, my right knee's forward, I'm going to inhale with that left hand. When we're close to the floor, we have a nice ability to use the knee for support or even the ground. So I'm pushing a little bit further to the left through the left hip as I crescent through the top part of my body. Expanding as I inhale. As I exhale this time, I'll bring everything back to center. Come back to that kneeling position. Bring the left leg forward. We'll inhale up with the right arm. Exhale, come across. As I inhale this time, I'm going to press back upright. Exhale, let the arms come down, let the shoulders circle back. And because we all need a hug, I'm going to do a little bit of a shoulder and chest opener. If you're comfortable cross-legged, you can be that way, you could be standing. But essentially, as I inhale, I'm going to open up, keeping the arms low, elbows down low. As I exhale, I'm just going to hug around and let the head drop forward. As I inhale, I'll open back up. Exhale. Try to take a moment to see which arm is on top so that you are alternating. Inhale and open. Another way I really like to do that is sort of this train locomotion sort of motion. So that we're inhaling, bringing the chest up, shoulders back. As I exhale, I'm hugging around. Inhale. Exhale. And I recommend doing that more times than we have. The arms are always just a lever, no matter if we're here or here. What you want to think about is lifting and expanding the chest, drawing the shoulders back, and then you're trying to spread the shoulder blades across the back, pushing a little bit further backwards through the mid-back. That's what I got for now. Thank you, and I hope to add a little more to this soon. If you do have 16-year-old boys, just appreciate that they're even around and try to make light of their drama and language. If you have a backyard that's sunny, please go tilt your eyelids into the sunshine, soak up some of that vitamin D. As we know, it's very good for your immune system. So is stretching, so is breathing, so is hopefulness. So let's keep spreading that. Much love. Bye-bye.